I imagine some of us every now and then ponder the question, will the MCU ever course correct, ever change direction? And for some reason, the answer that I always come back to is no. No, it's never going to course correct because they are so stubborn. They lack any ability to take on criticism whatsoever. It's just, we're right, you're wrong. Just consume product, get excited for next product. That is their attitude. And it's certainly the attitude that the writer of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is not able to, he's literally come out and just said, you're all wrong. You're just wrong. So what's going to happen is, when he works on his Avengers movie, because Marvel have given a Rick and Morty writer, because that's what we're dealing with at Marvel. We've now had 3 projects from Rick and Morty writers, and it's like those people may work for 20-minute episodes where they've got Dan Harmon telling them what to do and what not to do. But I think when it comes to actually producing a film, writing a film, they have no talent. They have no talent whatsoever. So, of course, Jeff Loveness is going to continue his dog shit writing when it comes to Avengers. The same with the Multiverse of Madness writer. And it just goes on and on and on, and nothing ever changes. But he's come out and spoke about that he was surprised by the terrible reviews. That really tells me everything I need to know about you. That you've got no skill or talent to recognize where you're going wrong. And even when people somewhat help you out, you're just, you're wrong. You're wrong. What I made is perfection. But we'll have a little look through this. And then he recently came out to defend MODOK. That'll certainly be fun. But he talks about how he was in a low spot, you see, because there wasn't good reviews of this movie because it wasn't a good movie. That's why there wasn't good reviews of it. And he goes into, I'm really proud of what I wrote for Jonathan Majors. You shouldn't be, because you're probably going to destroy his career. And Michelle Pfeiffer, I thought that was good stuff, Again, writing an Avengers movie. And so I was just despondent, and I was really sad about it. I'm not going to really feel sorry for you. It's not, the blame doesn't go all on him. Most of the blame lies on Marvel for thinking it's a good idea to hire these people that clearly don't know what they're doing. It's so clear. Loveness got in better spirits after he decided to attend a public screening of Quantumania after the negative reviews came out. The screenwriter listened as audience members laughed at many of the jokes. Right, so, well, are we sure they weren't laughing at the terrible writing? I mean, even at that, if they're just laughing at your jokes, is that really a good thing? Was anyone invested, or was it just laugh all the time? But he says, I'm like, God damn no, the reviews are wrong. I'm right. Can you have any more cope? Can you really? MODOK is great. So some of the stuff we're going to get into in a minute, because he does elaborate on and try and defend MODOK, and pretty much tells fans, oh, if you want a serious MODOK, you can fuck right off. Again, that's the attitude at Marvel. And he says, I'm pretty happy with it overall, and I think I learned how to take a punch this week. And now that I learned that it's not too bad, I can just get on with making things. So you see why I say Marvel and the MCU is never going to change. Never going to change. That is why it is dying. It's going to continue to die because of people like this. You can't just own up to it and go, yeah, maybe I didn't do like the best that I could. It's never anything like that. And of course, we can now go on to the MODOK stuff, where again, it's just, they're wrong. He refuses to listen to fans criticizing MODOK. They're wrong. Right, that's your attitude. Not gonna listen to anybody. It's just like, nah, just gonna continue my shitty writing. But fans are wrong about MODOK. I wonder why. MODOK was a joke of a character. I guess that was what they were going for. But it was, I mean, look at that. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, and that's the state of the MCU. Right there in that image. That is what the MCU is now. A laughing stock. But they had him come in. You know, Jeff Loveness is such a terrible writer that what he wanted to do with MODOK is have him be a villain, and then by the end of the movie, he has an arc. He has an arc where he then sacrifices himself for Ant-Man and Ant-Man's daughter and all that sort of stuff. And how did they get MODOK there? Well, Ant-Man's daughter just said, "Don't be a dick," and that made him sacrifice himself. That was apparently MODOK's arc. That, he's been treated poorly because Kang did one thing to him. And then to actually have him change as a person, they just have his daughter, Ant-Man's daughter, say, "Don't be a dick, MODOK." And MODOK goes, "All right, then I'll sacrifice myself." That's the level of, you know, it's very obvious how little he gave a shit about it, how lazy the writing was in this movie. But in an interview with Vital Thrills, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania writer Jeff Loveness shared his feelings on MODOK while standing firm on the MCU's adaptation of the villain. And I mean, see if you've actually seen images of what we could have got out of MODOK. That would have been pretty good, actually. Would have been very interesting. Something very different. Something, you know, scary. Instead, we got Darren. We got fucking Darren. We got Darren. Again, just that's the state of the MCU. When asked if a variant of Corey Stoll's villain might show up as an Avenger, Loveness promised that if he did, he will be even stupider. Right, yeah, but what's that achieving? Because it wasn't funny in the first place. It was just a guy with a big face. It was more embarrassing that it was that kind of funny than just, "Oh, this is quite funny, actually." No, it was just, "Oh, that's embarrassing." The Avengers, the Kang Dynasty scribe, stated that he refuses to listen to the fans. Good. Keep making shit, then. Who want a more serious adaptation of the giant-headed character. So he says, if I say yes, I promise you he will be even stupider. I refuse to listen to the fans on this. I will not make MODOK serious. As long as I'm alive, they're not going to get that serious adaptation that those 4 fans want. It'll be a big dumb head, that's all. You got a lot of talent, you have. So that's, again, this just tells you the attitude of Marvel. It's just, nah, fuck what you want. It's about what we want. And all I can really say to that is, I mean, if you want to sink with a ship, you know, all you can do is be my guest. I believe it was Peyton Reed's idea to make Darren Cross into MODOK, but I immediately jumped on that and pitched real hard on it. I think we kind of built that character together. He was a character. He was a character, apparently. He was a character, apparently. Because, you know, he got treated bad by Kang. We've seen that happen once, for some reason. And by the end of the movie, all it took to change him as a character was, "Oh, don't be a dick." And he changed as a character. That was his arc. So, I mean, calling him, he's not a character. He's not a character. Just a big head. That's all it was. Loveness went on to say that the fans who are divided on the villain are wrong, and that he'll always go to the mat for MODOK. Let me just say, the people who are divided, they're wrong. I will go to the mat for MODOK. I am so happy, and it was such a fight, and it was such a labour of love and passion, and all that, just to get the comedy balance of this guy. And hey, I'm a big comics guy. I'm sure you are too. We're on the internet. People got opinions. These motherfuckers are wrong. So that's how you speak about your customers, right? I'm sorry you want to do a serious take on MODOK. I played that Avengers game on PS5. Good luck. Come back later. He just continues on. Again, it's all just cope. I'll take all the punches that they want, critiques, whatever. But MODOK, no, 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 no. I'm very happy with what we did. So now he's going to talk about Darren's arc. Don't even go there. Jeff Loveness, who wrote the script, and Peyton and Paul made a very strong choice to retcon. I think it really works. It certainly works in the context of Darren's arc, because an arc is now Ant-Man's daughter says, "Don't be a dick," so he's now good. That according to them, that's an arc. And again, this is the reason why you're never going to see changes, because they keep hiring these dipshits, giving these dipshits all this money. It's just amazing to me. But again, it just shows you the attitude that they have. It's like, oh, all these criticisms aimed at us. Well, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. That's all there is to it. But that is the state of Marvel. That is the state of their writers. Nothing is going to change because of this attitude.